It's Week 7 of the National Football League, and the focus is on the Thunderbirds' veteran linebacker.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Blues of Memphis taking on the Thunderbirds of Chicago.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Meanwhile, for our visiting Memphis ball club, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll run it here with Logan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So you look at this defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Throw left side complete. That's Rowe. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. his first touchdown on the year.
And the Blues will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go, but if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle. 2nd and 9.
In motion, the tight end. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
When you look at this defense,
they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now Thomas.
They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
This is Logan. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. Thomas brings it in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They run again with Logan. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll set up a throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Blake. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
As they've got it as we resume action. Now a throw here, hauled in. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Blake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on him. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rowe, and he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run with Logan. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Looking to throw.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, you'll have no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
That is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They'll look to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Blake. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Blake. He finds his man. Complete. That's Carson. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down. Blake.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rowe. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Memphis first down.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Rowe. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Second and 6. And that's off the mark. Incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw again. That is caught. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Now back to throw. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
2 yards to go, second down.
Brings up second and 2.
Operating from the gun, Blake. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Third and 1.
Back to throw. Blake able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. On 1st and 10, Blake. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Blake. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He finds his man, complete. It's Carson. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Blake. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Blake. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the gun on 3rd down, Blake. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started across the Atlantic in the Irish capital of Dublin, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Patrick Mahomes leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Elks looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Run play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Blake. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Blake. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw, Blake.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Blake. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st down, Blake. That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
And he lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, Blake.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Back to throw, Blake. He finds his man, complete. It's Young.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
And on 1st and goal, they decided to throw for it, but the coverage was excellent. And he kept holding the ball, hoping someone would shake free. Instead, he's hit and drop. And now, they're not even in the red zone anymore.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Blake. And he fires one, but incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
They'll run on 1st down. Logan. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
5 yards.
Now 3rd down and 7.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Back to throw. Blake. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
He'll take it at the 42. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
2nd and a couple.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Up the middle they go. It's Logan. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. Logan. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 9. He got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Defense.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Blues are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3.
17. Thunderbirds 3.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing on first down. Blake, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
At the 48-yard line.
To throw on second down. Blake, he finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. Blake. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now the throw on 3rd down. Knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Thunderbirds have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Moss. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, it's Logan. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 10, 2:11 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in them. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Young. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He finds his man complete. That's Carson.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Blake. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time. And let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for Memphis, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.